Hello everybody, Virgocity here, coming to you from Futurecraft again today. It is episode number 17. I remembered to look this time, so we're right on the ball today. And we are over at the site of the super smelter that we built up last episode. If you guys didn't see that, this thing's pretty sweet how it works. I would check that out in the last Futurecraft video. Today, we are going to be checking out what we've done outside of this little area here. Make sure I can get out here, okay? Yeah, here we are. So yeah, here's the super smelter. We got it nice and filled in over here, and we're just starting some decorations around, just starting to put some framework for decorations around. But guys, we actually managed to fill in a lot of this first level here. So check it out. We changed up the stairs we had and put some trap doors on the side to block in the little walkways here, make it a little harder to fall off. And yeah, we put some nice water curtains that are going from the top, and these are going to run all the way down to the very bottom floor, all the way down there. You can see we've dug out, I think that's actually about where the third floor is actually going to end up being, is right about there. So we could probably put down that next level. But we just did a nice, simple terracotta and then some light gray above that, light gray concrete, and then we did dark gray concrete up on the very top, and then we're using these quartz blocks and some sea lanterns to provide some lighting up here, and I ran out of sea lanterns. So the first thing we got to do today is we need to go head out into the world. We need to go find the Guardian farm. I'm not exactly sure where that is, but we need to go find that and do some killing of Guardians so we can get ourselves some sea lanterns, because I've already ran through everything I've got, because we're going to use quite a bit of them around here. They provide great light, and they're nice and clean and sleek, as opposed to like the redstone lamps, which are overly textured, I think, for me anyways. So yeah, these look pretty nice here. So let's head out into the world and let's go find ourselves the Guardian farm and come back and just keep doing some decorations down there. And we're gonna get another one of those little chambers going for another little build that we're gonna put in there in a little bit. But for now, yep, we're gonna head out and go find ourselves some Guardians. So I haven't come across the Guardian farm yet, but I did find this cute little village over here. This little sprucey kind of village, and it actually yielded me 2 diamonds. So that's pretty cool, although that's about the only thing. But I actually came back to this one because across this little river here, there's this cool little, there's a really big ice spike biome, and there's a boat, you know, kind of buried in the in the ice here. And this actually gave me this buried treasure map, which I haven't even looked at yet. Okay. They're usually, oh, that's actually on, is that, it doesn't tell me where I am though. Oh, I'm way over there. So I don't think we're going to go find that right now. Well, I guess we could fly forward a little bit. But anyways, the thing I wanted to show you is there is the neatest village right on the edge of this huge ice spike biome, and I just have to find it, and I hope I can find it now, because yeah, there it is right there. As we're kind of going into the sunset, look at this thing. It's kind of like stuck right on the edge of the ice. It's built completely like into the ice almost. I think that's so neat looking. And then right on there, right on the edge, but they actually have their crops and stuff right out on the edge right here. Very cool looking, guys. Very, very neat biome generation, and kind of the terrain, the blending right there. Okay, so I did find the Guardian farm. It was just a big platform out in the middle of the ocean, and I just hadn't kind of come across it yet. It was a little more north than I thought it was going to be, but we managed to find it, so, geez. Man, I know these guys can't really hurt me standing right here, but still. It's a little scary, and then they kind of drop from above. Let's see if we can get a view of what's going on up here while we're waiting for them to spawn in. Yeah, so they got the big spawning chamber over here. And, wow, yeah, look at this thing. It's pretty nifty looking, and then they just get flushed right down into this little water stream, and then they fall down through some lava to soften them up a little bit. Here's a couple of them hanging out outside, wondering what's going on. Yeah, so then they spawn, and they fall down in here, and then we just stand here and we hit them, and then we get hit with the thorns a little bit, so we just gotta make sure we're watching our health, because, you know, they'll end up hurting a little bit. We're just gonna sit here, whack away on these guys a little bit, and get ourselves, make sure we're fully fed up here, because We don't want to die. And actually, let's put the totem in our offhand just to be safe. Because sometimes I don't pay attention as much as I should. And that's not good. Alright, we're back. And we are filling in these sea lanterns here. It's funny, I put down all of the quartz and just left the slots for the... Yeah, that actually worked out pretty well. And a few more over here. And then we're going to talk real quick about the next little chamber that we're going to do. Because our next little chamber is going to be this one over on this side. And I think we're going to build that little XP furnace that I made last time. And we're going to get ourselves a zero-tick cactus farm down here and just put away a ton of cactus to make ourselves a nice big XP bank down here. So I just completely changed my mind on what I was going to do. We're not going to do the XP farm right now. We're going to do a kelp farm because we need to get fuel for our furnaces. And right now, our fuel source is not really working properly, and I don't know how to fix it. So I figured I'd get one going in my base. This shouldn't be too bad to build up over there. You got the design right here. We got the kelp growing in there, and it'll grow up in front of the observers, and the observers will trigger the pistons to fire, and the kelp will all float up to the top, and it'll get pushed down on this water stream here. We manipulated some water to be just running this direction, so anything that comes up in the top will end up running right over that way. I don't know if they might have to wait a second to see this lantern come up. Very slowly coming up to the top. Yep, and then when it hits up to the top, it runs right over there, and, well, it didn't quite go that time, but eventually it will go over there, trust me on that one. Huh, I wonder if maybe that is blocking it a little bit, though, but that's okay, because now it'll go up and over. There you go. Just might take a second or two more. And then once the kelp runs up to the top, it'll run right over this water stream, right down into this furnace, and the furnace will turn the kelp into dried kelp, and we turn the dried kelp into the dried kelp blocks, and that'll help us give the fuel for our furnace array, and also that's going to fuel what we need to do for the XP farm too. So we needed to have this up and running before the XP farm so we can be fueling that as soon as it's ready to go. So here is where we're going to build the kelp farm. We've got the furnace array over here, and we need to get the fuel around and over to that. So we're going to build it right over here. We got a nice little area dug out. I think that's far enough back. We just need to go down a little bit, and I'm going to have to collect some resources and get a whole bunch of ice and make some pistons. And yeah, I think if we just go down a few levels here, because we kind of want to be able to see the top, because that's where all the kelp flows to. So we kind of want to see that in action. So we're going to go down a bunch of levels here and drop this down and start building that kelp farm. And then we can have a nice source of kelp right over here. We won't have to travel across the server to go grab it from Oob's farm anymore. We'll have it right here for us. And the nice thing is I'm working in the base a lot, so it'll always be kind of running, just kind of passively making kelp for us in the background. Doobie doobie. All right, guys, here we go. Here is the design all built up in my basement here. So, yep, we did some sand on the bottom. We got some sea lanterns to light it up. And I just got to put a layer of glass here and then fill it up with the water and the kelp. And step back a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if I like it 100%. It's going to go for now. We're going to have, the thing that's going to be weird is going to have the layer of glass on the inside. And then we're going to have a layer of glass here also. Because what's going to happen is the kelp's going to float up to the top. And it's going to come over that layer of glass. And I just kind of want it to all just kind of like fall. Like here. Just like randomly fall. Just right across like where the window would be right at this block level right here. So when you're standing back, you'd kind of see the kelp float up, and then you'd see it, you know, pushed over by the water, and then fall down. I think that would look kind of cool. So right now we got to go get some water, and I think we're going to actually get some ice and just do a layer of ice on the top and let the water run down, and then we're going to put the kelp in there, and when the kelp grows, it'll turn whatever block it grows into a water source block. So that's how we're going to turn this whole thing into water sources without having to put buckets on every one of those spaces, because that would be rough. So I didn't hook up the redstone yet, so that when I put the kelp in, the observers will not activate, so it won't fall off. So let's go grab the kelp and stuff like that. And yeah, we managed to get a little more concrete. So we got to work on the ceiling here too. Get it all nice and dark gray. So Yeah, what do you guys think? I think it looks pretty cool. I should probably do the top and maybe even fill in the sides here a little bit, but I like how the black is in the back right there. I think that looks really cool. I just did the totally black concrete right in the back. So yeah, it just kind of looks out like it's going out into infinity. So guys, I've been doing so much digging that I have completely gone through my pickaxe once again. And last time I came out here to do something about it, and I wanted to show you guys what these guys have built. So I believe it's, oh, yep, it's right up here. This is their zombie pigman farm, and this thing is just incredible. So all these guys are kind of hanging out on these spawning platforms, and what we do is we come in from the top here. Oh god, that's so loud. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. Hang on, I gotta turn down the volume here. Holy crap, I have no idea why that's so loud. Wow. That scared the hell out of me. I thought a train was running through my house. Holy jeez. Okay, so what we do is we stand here and we grab snowballs out of here. And then we chuck the snowballs at the zombie pigmen. And as long as we hit one, they'll get mad and they'll come and start aggroing us. But let's see, I don't know how to actually, let's see, maybe I could throw one of these guys up there better. Like through like that. What about that? Oh yeah, there we go. So now I've hit them. So the mob mentality should be that they all start getting mad? No? Isn't that what's going on? And then we put our tool in our main hand. It doesn't look like they're all getting mad though. Here comes one. Alright, let's just try to shoot an arrow. What about that? There we go. Oh, that got him. There we go. So look at them all coming from all around, and they all come right there, and they drop just tons of experience orbs. Wait till the XP starts kicking in. Wait till the XP starts kicking in. Watch how quick this tool. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look at that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look at them all. Suckers. Oh yeah, it comes in big chunks. Big chunks. So yeah, this is pretty sweet. This is actually a lot easier than what I was doing before, which was using my furnace, actually. Although that is still home. I just was out of XP in the furnace and needed to get my tool. So yep, that is totally fixed. And we can be on our way. I just gotta be super careful getting out of here. Okay, here is our kelp farm. Nicely installed. Let's actually back up a little bit and look at it from back here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like how I did the dark concrete, the black concrete on the back wall there to really kind of close it in. And then, yeah, it's a nice, the prismarine actually looks nice in there, okay, next to the sea lanterns now that it's all closed in. And, you know, we'll probably do always a little more detailing and stuff, but I had to just stop at some point because I needed to get the kelp going. So what happens is the kelp, when it grows in front of that observer, the piston fires and the kelp breaks off, and then it floats up to the top, and then it comes falling down, and we got a little water stream right down there that pushes it around and carries it up into these furnaces. And for now, we've just got it cooking up here. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with it yet, but we'd probably... Well, I think we can probably leave it here and then make the dried kelp blocks and then just run them over every now and then to the furnace array for now anyways. Eventually I'll probably hook up a minecart to run back and forth. But for now, this is pretty good. We're going to be making tons of kelp, which is good because I need to get that whole other side of that furnace filled up there. So I need, what, 15, 16 stacks of the kelp blocks. And, yeah, it takes 9 dried kelp per block, so it's gonna take a little while to get this thing all filled up for me, but at least we got this going now. So we did a little decorating on the floor too. Zeph, I know you're gonna love that little bit of decoration right there. Doesn't that look amazing? Thank you so much for cluing me in as to how good that looks. And also, guys, before, over in this little section where we had the furnace array, the floor was all down on this level. And it was just looking really weird, and I don't know why I had to have it like that, but I changed it. So now it's just a nice even floor, and what's even better is now these are all lower half slabs, so nothing can spawn, so we don't have to worry about lighting it up, except for places where we've put some extra blocks, or like on the top of there perhaps. But yeah, I kind of even moved this up a little bit, just because it was looking weird now with the floor being at that level. The doors didn't fit in there anymore. And we changed the door back here and made it a more proper piston door entrance for us to get back to the furnace array. So, all cleaned up. Where do we have the button? There it is. So all cleaned up over here. We're gonna move these shulker boxes, but guys, we got 1 and 2 sections of our base, of our first floor of our base, just about done. So I think that was some good work for today. So let's stop right there, guys. Thanks for hanging out and checking us out, doing the kelp farm, looking in at the XP farm, and doing some looks around town. We checked out our zombie pigman farm and the guardian farm. So neat-o, guys. If you guys are liking the content and want to see more in the future, more Futurecraft, more tutorials, more anything, then hit subscribe and click that bell, and you'll always know as soon as I have a new episode out. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.